Woohoo! Here we are live Friday night. Woohoo! Woohoo! We're gonna swing this around because it's not about me, it's about them. Resume. There we go. Okay. There they are!
Hey.
Whoa! Look at the colorful blouse my mom has on today.
Yeah.
I took off my exercise top.
Aha! They took off their exercise clothes and got dressed up for tonight's show. They really want to impress somebody so they can be on that talk show, you know. So, Kim Buell's watching. Georgia, well, I knew it was Georgia Nelson in high school is watching. And Trish is watching.
She was.
I know, people are watching all of a sudden already. Maybe it's because I told them when we were going to start.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So, what did we do this week?
We went to Arizona.
Right.
Yep. We drove over Monday to Prescott, Arizona, and then Tuesday, what did we do?
We went up in the mountain. We went up in the mountain from Prescott, a little farther up, for a memorial service for Roger's nephew, who died recently.
Uh-huh. And it was a beautiful service up there in the mountains. Lots of little wildflowers and things, and a meadow and a rock where he hung out, and we sprinkled the ashes around the rock where he hung out there.
Right.
And we got to visit Dad's youngest brother and his sister and their husbands and wives and some of his other nieces and nephews and grandnephews. Yeah, it was pretty good. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Linda went with us, my sister. And so we just drove over Monday, hung out with them on Tuesday, came home on Wednesday. It was a pretty quick trip. But that's what we did this week so far.
Yep.
And then, let's see. Here's a little story Mom was telling me earlier. The one about Nancy?
Oh, yeah. When Nancy was about 3 or 4, and I think she had been in the Baker swimming pool, so she had some idea what a swimming pool was. And we were going west one day, and we were way up on a hill. There's hills there in Carlsbad and Oceanside, so we're on this hill, and you could see the ocean is immense. She says, "There's my swimming pool."
There's my swimming pool. Yeah, Nancy. Nancy's my sister. I have a sister Linda and Nancy and a brother Charlie. Nancy and Linda live within blocks of where I live in South Oceanside. My brother lives in Placerville. So, yeah. And Dad, you were talking a little story about Tom Knapp. Tell me about that one.
Tom Knapp. That was a trip we made with Tom Knapp, who was Richard's friend.
Actually, Charlie's friend.
Charlie.
Okay.
Charlie's friend.
Yep.
And we toured 9 western states.
Mm.
And included going to Yellowstone National Park,
Uh-huh.
which is always interesting because they have geysers and waterfalls and hot pools and warm streams, and there's one place where if you're lucky you can go fishing in the stream, and if you catch a fish you can swing it over into the hot pool and cook it and pull it out and eat it.
Uh-huh. Wow. Okay. And you were telling a little more about Tom, what he would say all the time.
Dylan.
Oh.
Well, Tom's mother said that if he got tired of the trip, we could always put him on the plane and send him home. So after a while, Tom would get tired with all these foxes. And so he'd say, I think I'll jet home. I said, well, Tom, you'll have to wait till we get to a city near an airport so you can jet home. Okay, so we drive for miles and miles, and finally we'd get somewhere where he would be able to jet home. And he would call his mother, and after he talked to his mother, he was fine. He didn't want to go jet home.
He didn't want to jet home. Huh?
Right.
I want to jet home. I don't know.
That's right.
Cool.
And he taught Linda to say whiskey. That was
Whiskey.
probably the first word she ever said was whiskey.
Oh, Sue just joined us. So, whiskey, huh? What?
Whiskey.
And then Tom Knapp, Dr. Knapp's son, he eventually bought a house right across the street from the Hunsaker house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, that kind of brings up something too. We talked about it once before, but I think it was on Wednesday nights or something, the staff meeting.
Oh, the staff meeting.
What happened while the doctors were all at the staff
I
meeting?
can't remember what night.
I don't know what night.
It was
One night a
month
week.
They had a staff meeting.
Oh, okay.
It seems to me it was Monday, but I'm not sure. And then there were 4 of us that were married to doctors. There was Jill Sigris and the cat Katie Knapp and Jerry Helsel and me. And we had, between us, we had about 3, 6, 9, 12 kids. And so we would take all the kids out to eat on the night that our husbands were at the staff meeting.
I remember most of the time it was Shakey's Pizza.
Yeah, they were the only ones that wouldn't put us out. We got put out of some of the nicer restaurants. And we drove the waitresses mad because the kids wouldn't sit with us. They would sit with each other. And so you would have to tell her, that one and that one's mine, and that one and that one's mine. And she'd get so confused.
I see. Okay. Cool. So, well, everybody that's watching, do you have any questions? Pop in there and ask a question, and we'll see. Let's see, what else? So tell me about buying this house. What did you like about this house when you bought it?
This house. Well, we wanted a house near the church, and we had looked at dozens of houses, and so I think Roger was kind of tired of looking at houses. But they showed us this one, and it really was dark outside. You could hardly see the house. It was painted dark, and I think it was natural wood and a lot of trees and all.
And the family room was royal blue walls.
Yeah.
Royal blue, huh?
So
It was dismal.
we looked at it and we decided that he said, you can do whatever you want in the house to decorate it. But he really liked that house. He wanted to buy it. And I was kind of skeptical. But when he said I could do whatever I wanted, I decided to go ahead and buy it.
There we go. That's why it was your dream home, and then you remodeled it to really be your dream home.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
We decorated it mostly.
Oh, okay.
right.
Sharna joined us. Kathy Gonzalez joined us. So, I see. So basically, you bought it because it was really close to the church,
Right.
Because it's only
Right.
a couple blocks. Yeah.
2 blocks.
Okay. And then, do you walk to church sometimes?
Sometimes we used to
Sometimes.
walk more than we do now.
How do you
But
get?
Richard's good about taking us to church.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Okay. You got any other stories you thought of while we were talking here?
No, that's about it right now.
That's about it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
Did you
Betty and I have done a fair amount of traveling in our lives.
Okay.
We've been on all 7 continents and 44 countries.
Wow. That's impressive. That's a lot of traveling, yes. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, I did a little traveling. Africa and Asia on a ship.
Around the world.
Around the world, and on a semester, it was called World Campus Afloat. So it was a semester on a ship, went around the world, Africa and Asia, but I've never been anywhere in Europe. So I've been most of the United States, I think. But I'm going to visit a new state that I haven't been in, and that's Minnesota.
Oh.
So I'll be
Is
going
it
there.
a Shackley thing?
I'll be going there Wednesday for a Shackley conference. It's on a ranch, and we're going to do zip lining and
boy.
swimming and horseback riding and campfires, and maybe we'll do s'mores. I don't know.
Okay.
Things like that.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to take a little tour after I land. Before I go to the conference, I'm going to tour up to what's that city? Starts with a D.
Detroit.
No, in Minnesota. I can't think of it for some reason.
Duluth.
Duluth, that's
Duluth.
it. Going to go up to Duluth and to Lake Superior, and probably take a walk along the lake there,
Okay.
and then go back down south to where the conference is. So travel the state a little bit and kind of get to see it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Sounds good.
And other than that, I had one other little thought about something we could talk about, but it went away. So I don't know. Mom, tell me about you learning to drive.
Oh.
When did you learn to drive?
Well, I hadn't learned to drive before I met Roger. And Roger had, what kind of a car was, and it was an older car. And so he was going to teach me to drive. But instead of taking me to a quiet place where there wasn't any traffic here, I was in traffic. And so I bumped into this car ahead of me.
Oh.
And I really didn't damage it, but the man was kind of mad. So Roger offered him some money, and then he was satisfied.
$5.
But then I got back in the car, and I did it again.
To the same car?
The same car, yeah.
Oh, no.
So Roger says,
I gave him another $5?
No.
Oh.
It was a second.
Roger says, after we're married and we move to Detroit, I'll pay for you to have driving lessons.
There we go.
And that's what he did. And I had AAA driving lessons. And he took me out in a place where I couldn't hit any cars and taught me to drive. And so then I was pretty confident. I even drove in Detroit and drove in the blizzard. So I figured I was a better driver having AAA doing than Roger.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Easier on both of us.
Kept the stress level down. Kept the marriage together. Got it. Okay, well, we're going to end this one for tonight. And this is just always a lot of fun. It's a blast. I won't be here for next Friday, so there won't be any next Friday night. What do we have for dinner?
We had pork chops
Yeah, from where?
from Red and White.
Yeah, red and
Yeah,
white
they
pork
were good.
chops.
Very
They were
good.
delicious.
Very
So.
good.
Very good.
Okay, take care, everybody. Wave.
Wave.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Friday.
Happy
Friday.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Okay, bye.